So I've been reading about the polar ice caps, and they are the thick layers of ice that are around the north and the south poles. And one thing I read was that in recent years, scientists have become really concerned about these ice caps because they're melting at a rapid rate. So I'm going to go ahead and write those things down, some things that I already know. I'm going to put the polar ice caps are thick layers of ice at and around the north and south poles. Also going to put that scientists, and spell it, scientists are concerned about this ice because it is melting at a rapid rate. One of the things that I read about was that these things called large ice shelves, and they're basically just floating sheets of ice that connect to a polar landmass, and that they're melting now. And then these are breaking into pieces and then falling into the sea. And some of those ice shelves are like miles and miles wide. So I'm going to write that next. Large ice shelves are melting. They're breaking to pieces and falling into the sea. And then I think it's also important to put some of these shelves are miles wide. I also remember reading somewhere that the melting polar ice is bad because it threatens the habitats of animals that live near the poles. Animals like polar bears in the Arctic and then some penguins in Antarctica. So I'm going to make sure I add that to the melting ice threatens the habitats of animals that live near there, like the polar bears and the penguins. I'm going to write a few sentences about what I'm curious to find out. So in the first part I wrote, here is what I know so far, and then here's what I'm kind of curious about. So I'm going to start with, I'm wondering more about the ice shelves. And I wonder what's going to happen to those animals and our planet, even the rest of the earth. Like, is it going to have any effect on us if too much ice, like, will be flooded if too much ice melts? Okay. So during writing time today, I'm going to ask you to do some pre-research writing, just like I modeled for you about your chosen topic. And each person is going to do this in their own notebook. And then you're going to get a chance to share what you have written with each other. And I'm going to ask you to just really write freely about everything you know, even if you're not 100% sure, everything that you think you might know about that topic. And then be sure to include what are some of the things that you're still curious about? What else are you wondering? And if that means at the end of your writing, maybe you're making a bulleted list of questions, I think that's okay too. So you're going to set a timer for about 15 or 20 minutes and spend that time writing about what you know about your topic and some things that you are curious about. And then at that end of that 15 or 20 minutes, you'll have an opportunity to talk and share with your partner.